This is Mastering Mathematics with your teacher, Karen Weston.
Hello, welcome again to another in the series of Mastering Mathematics, sponsored by the Ministry of Education Broadcasting Unit and the ABS television station. Last time we were looking at the solutions for some of these set questions that we were doing. You understood how easy they are. Now again, we're saying that is just one of the types that we can get, okay? Today we're going to show you another application for the sets and the questions that we can get using simple algebraic equation. Here is the first question. This also came from the CXC examination paper 2004, and this is what we have. It says a club has 160 members, some of whom play tennis or cricket or both. 97 play tennis, 86 play cricket, and 10 play neither. X play both tennis and cricket. Draw a Venn diagram to represent this information. How many members play both tennis and cricket? So the first thing we're going to do is to draw the Venn diagram. And again, what is a Venn diagram? Venn diagram made up of rectangle and circles, okay? More than one subset would give us Venn diagram and circles. What do we know? A club has 160 members. This information is important. What does 160 represent? The universal set. Yes, you're correct. Okay, so that we can say U would be equal to 160. Now, some play tennis or cricket or both. Okay, so we know right away we can draw subsets and they will interlap. Okay, so we have tennis, T, and we have cricket, okay? 97 play tennis. Where are we going to put that 97? That is right, it represents the whole set. So we know outside here, all the members in that set at any one time would add up to 97, okay? Oh, I don't know why I'm writing 98, 97, okay? Then we have 86 play cricket, all right? So we know right away again, in the cricketing house, at any one time, if they're all at home, it would be 86 members in that house, okay? And then we have 10 play neither. So outside of the circle, T and C, we would have 10 members who are also part of our universal set, okay? And they tell us that X play both tennis and cricket. So we know in our intersection, we would have X members. It says, draw a Venn diagram to represent this information. Now, we have put out the information they have given us. We can still go a bit further, because we have said already that in this house representing T, we would have had 97 persons. But the T also shares a part that is called T only, okay? Notice T has a part where you have two types of persons living, and then a part where you have T only, and they would comprise 97 minus X, okay? So we can put it in and see what it's worth. Similarly, we can say for C2, we have only a part in that house where you have cricketers only, and this area would be 86 minus X. All right, so put them in a bracket to show that it represents one number. Now, what are we asked? So it says, how many members play both tennis and cricket? So what are we going to do to find out that information? That can be found using two equations. okay, we can choose to say, right, everything in here would be equal to 160, and then after that solve for x. Or we can choose to say, so then our first equation could have been 97 minus x plus x plus 86 minus x plus 10 would be equal to 160. Nothing is wrong with that. Or our second equation, we could have written it to say it is 97 minus x plus 86 minus x is equal to, we have chosen not to include these people because they neither play tennis or cricket. We want to just concentrate on just the tennis and cricketers. So instead of our universal set being 160, it would be 160 minus these 10 persons, which would be 150. All right, so that when you're looking in your friend's book and you see that he or she has done it out of 150, don't say it's wrong. Stop and discuss why they have 150 and why you're using 160. Don't rub out your answer, all right? Because it is not wrong, okay? Everything again, logic and reasoning. All right, now, suppose we were using the first equation. Let us see what we would have gotten. Now, the things that are alike, we put them together. So here we would have had, so using equation 1. This is what we're going to be saying. We have 97 minus x, we're taking them out of the bracket, plus x plus 86 minus x plus 10 is equal to 160. Okay? Now, we're going to collect all our numbers. So we have 10 and 86 here would give us 96. And when we have 97 and 96, what are we going to get? That is 13, 9, 18, and 1 would be 19. So we'd get 193. Then we look and see you have negative x, that's 2, negative 2x, and it's plus x. So I'm not changing it yet because I want you to see the things of the same type. How many do we have? Negative 2x plus x, okay? This would now be equal to 160. So then 1x minus 2x would leave us then with, so this would imply, and this would imply 193 minus x, because the biggest number here is negative 2. Okay, this is just a 1. So that is why we have negative x is equal to 160. Okay, and then, so then we're going to have negative x is now equal to 160 minus 193. 193. Now we can look and say which number is bigger, and it is the negative. Isn't that true? Yes. And then we're going to say by how many. Okay, so you can do your subtraction. 0 from 3 we give you a 3, and then we get a 3. So we're going to get negative x is equal to negative 33, and we just change the signs because we must have a positive variable, which is now equal to 33. So using that method there, we would have been getting that our x is equal to 33. Let us see what happens if we use our second equation. Okay, now in our second equation, we would have been saying, and I'm going to write it up here so it's high so you can see, we would have been saying it's 97, so from equation 2, 97 minus x, and it is plus x, and again plus 86 minus x is equal to 150. Again, we're going to collect our like terms. So our numbers would give us, this time it is 86 plus 97. So here we're going to get a 13, and then, so that's 183. And then we have again, negative x. So we have, so here we're going to put plus, and it is really negative 2x. And we have plus x would be equal to 150. If we have negative 2x and we have a plus 1x, then we're going to be left here then with, so we can say that this implies 183 minus x, okay? Which number is greater than negative 2 by how many? 1, okay? And it's equal to 150. Again, we're going to take our numbers over to the other side. And we know when we cross the equal sign, we change our shirt. So we are going to be positive on one side, so it becomes negative on the other side. And if we had to tell our little student, if we had to tell our little 5-year-old brother why this is so, we would have been saying we're taking off the same amount from both sides, okay? And so we have, it's negative x is now equal to 150 joined by negative 183. And again, we are looking and saying which number is bigger, and it is our 183, and it is by how many? So we're going to get negative x is equal to negative 33. And again, the variable has to be a positive number, so we change our sign. What we do to one side, we do to the other side, and so we get that x then would have been equal to 33. So you see, you have two ways in which you could have approached this problem to get your answer for that. Use logic and reasoning, okay? Now, the question had asked, draw a Venn diagram to represent this information. How many members play both tennis and cricket? So where is tennis and cricket? And it is our x. And what did we say x was equal to? 33, okay? Nobody has asked us for anything else. The only answer they have just asked us to find is how many members play both tennis and cricket, and we leave our answer at that and we move on, okay? And that is it. So that was the first question. Now I still have time again, and I can show you another question in the same sort of format that we'll be getting over here. Notice again, it doesn't matter because it sounds like a big comprehensive question. It is still asking you for the elements of the set, subset, complement of a set, universal set, intersections, and then this time we apply a simple algebraic equation to the problem.
Be sure that you're working in the same units of measure when performing calculations. If a problem involves inches, feet, and yards, be sure to make the appropriate conversions so that all your values are in the same unit of measure. For example, change all values to feet.
Now, I have another question from the CXC 2005 examination paper, and in the interest of time, I'm just going to write it and put up the main points that you need to know. Because it says in the diagram, and this is the diagram, okay? Here, so we have a Venn diagram, okay? Venn diagram, you have circle, right? And we have a circle. I'm going to draw out this some more. Yes, too small because I want to put some big things in it. Okay, Venn diagram. Let's get our circles going first, and then we'll extend that so that you can see. Okay, circles. Okay. On your paper, your rectangle would look neater than this. I am just scribbling something here using this stuff. Okay, so this is now 3x, and this